Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the stream, episode 4 of Chronicles of Azoria. And as usual, just a quick few shout-outs before we get started. Thanks to Antti, Martikainen, and Michael Ghelfi for providing their music for Twitch streamers. Make sure you go check out their stuff on YouTube. Links are provided in the chat. Also, thank you for Tibby, who's doing all our behind the scenes tonight and our music and stuff like that. It was awesome last episode. And also to focus on the game more and the roleplay, we won't be reading chat throughout the cast. However, we will be looking at chat after the episode is finished, and some of the cast might stay around for a little bit of an after show. So, let's just jump into what happened last time. Last episode, the group decided to lay a trap for some capital roadside bandits, and successfully doing so, capturing 2 of them. They successfully interrogated one that they later set free, and they learned the group that they belonged to was called the Uros. Aquis, however, put the other one to a swift end. A total of 3 of the thieves did escape from the encounter, though. The rest of the group followed them in pursuit, tracking them closely to a cave that's about a day's journey away, up some rigorous mountains. They also stopped off at a farm on the way and picked up some veggies, and also learned a little bit about some of the crops this winter, or this year, was ruined with some purple ichor moss, weirdly. The group did successfully track them back to the cave, as stated. However, when they entered the cave, there was no guards, no thieves, and nothing but a gruesome sight revealed itself to them, as they found countless bodies of the thieves lined up walls and all over the caves, some dying in very strange and awful ways, until a group reached a door. There was light coming from under the door, and they opened it to hear the tail end of a conversation, to see a group of people standing in some sort of red arcane circle. So he looks over to the door that was pushed open, and we'll go into the situation that was left. He turns around to all of you after he's thrown the lifeless body in his hands to the floor and says, well, looks like we have some visitors. And in doing so, he starts moving his hands in a weird motion, and some of the red arcane energy flows into them and changes like into a purple kind of energy. I need you all to roll initiative for me, please, and we jump straight into the combat. Hell yeah.
Right into it. Heck yeah.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
do it.
Okay. Let me get my stuff up here.
Yep, this tracks for the cleric. We're good.
Oh yeah. Cleric last, that's per usual.
Yep, as per usual.
Also, a
We
side
are-
point, we do have some apologies tonight. Blood Buffy could not attend, unfortunately, so I will be NPCing her character. I hope I do a good job.
Don't forget to loot all the bodies. You'll be
Yeah,
good.
that's all the loot. That's all I need to do, right?
I'm taking the battle music.
Okay, so 25 to 20, anyone? Ooh,
That's
20
good.
to 15.
Come on,
16.
someone.
16. We got
I
Velia.
am not who you want to be going first, you guys.
16. Okay, 15 to 10.
Yeah, it's
14?
11.
Okay, so we got Aquis at 14. And we got Bromir at 11, did you say?
11, yeah.
And then I need to roll for... I can't roll either, apparently. Let me just load up Karaya's character sheet. What did you get, Sophie?
I got a grand total of 4.
Okay, so Karaya does go before you.
Well, yeah, I would assume.
And Sophie with a 4. Let me also roll for our main man here. Okay, so it is their go first. As he throws this lifeless body to the floor, the purple arcane energy shoots past you all, traveling throughout the canyon, lighting it all up as it goes. And he slowly walks to this arcane circle, turning his back on all of you. And then starts doing another incantation. And that is his go.
That doesn't sound good.
Velia, you are kind of at the back here, although I'll let you move through your friends just at like a movement speed penalty.
No, I don't even need to move. I would like to detect magic because I'm pretty sure he just made everything behind us come alive, and I want to make sure that's not the case.
I would say it's a 30-yard range, so there's no specific item.
Okay.
But if you want to do it for flavor, because I think you had it up anyway. I did have it up, yeah. Yes, like the entire cave now, the other side of the cave wall which you approach from, there's like magic streaming through it all. But you don't know what to affect
I don't like this at all.
Although you do know the school with detect magic. Oh no, battle music. There we go. You do know the school with detect magic, and it's necromancy.
All right, I would like to hold an action.
Okay, what do you want to hold?
Whenever behind us comes creeping up, whenever we see it, I would like to cast. I think I'm gonna cast sleep on it. Let me see. Is it a humanoid? I'm reading the spell. Hang on, sorry.
No, it's all good. Take your time.
Undead creatures. Nope. This is not gonna work. What about Tasha's hideous laughter? Nope.
Coffee delivery. Hell yeah.
Yes, coffee delivery is here. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold color spray and hope for the best.
Okay, do you want to move at all?
That's a negative Ghost Rider.
Okay. Aquis, you're up.
I would like to cast Amrud Agathis on myself.
You cast it. Are you wanting to move?
Yeah, I'm going to take full movement, 30 feet.
Okay. Into the door?
Into the door!
Okay. As you walk past the door, you see these purple eyes glare up at you from the lifeless corpse, and it's going to latch onto you. Well, try and latch onto your ankle. It does. It latches onto your ankle. Not attacking you, but you are held in place at that door. It's just grabbed your ankle, and its like face is like as it like looks up at you. It's still your go though, but you are considered grappled right now.
I will have my turn there.
Okay. Bromir.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see that Akis has been grabbed by this lovely new addition to the map here in front of us.
I'll just flip him over now.
I'm gonna. Oh, is he standing at this point, or he's still on the ground?
He's still on the ground, but he's active, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna two-hand strike on his arm, try and remove his grip from Akis.
Okay, yeah, roll me an attack.
Yeah.
Nice.
14.
14 hits.
Plus whatever if you need it.
14 hits. Just roll some damage.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's a two-handed, so that's a.
We're fixing
1d10.
music, guys. Bear with us.
Thanks, you.
One of our bots got broken.
Okay, so 7 damage total.
7 damage total. Okay. I would say with that, you do whip his arm off, but it doesn't flinch or do anything. It's still grabbing on with the other arm. You're not considered grappled now because it doesn't have a full grapple on you, but it's still there. Do you want to move? You did have to move into
Yeah,
the
I
doorway
do.
to take that action, yeah. So you're
Yeah,
in the
where's
doorway
my-
currently.
My
There
guy.
you are.
Okay, he's there. So that's 10. Sorry.
There you go.
How far can I move? 30?
25, I think, for you.
Okay, so let's just put me right here.
Okay. That's your go. It's Karaya's go. She is going to see what Krass is doing and hold an action and try and hide in like the crevice here and hold a longbow shot for anything that approaches from down the hall. Let me roll this up. Okay. Sophie, you're up.
I'm going to bust through the door and just scream out as I pop over everyone. This is going to be a thing that is getting painted. And
It is, probably. You're going to go here?
yeah. I'm just going to scream out, stop! Then cast command at the guy.
Okay, yeah. What you're just commanding stop, yeah, is the keyword.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He needs to make a wisdom save for me.
What's the
please.
DC?
14.
He fails. I rolled really low.
Ooh.
You suddenly see the arcane energy still present in the area because it's a kind of a ritual spell, but start to dim slightly, and a frustration kind of. You can't even see his face, but just from his demeanor, you're like, oh shit.
What have I done? I've done the right thing. I've done the right thing.
Great
Trying to convince
stuff.
myself.
Is that your go?
All right. Yeah, that's my go.
He's with that gonna turn around.
The side of
You know you've done something good when you're having to make the DM think as long as the followers is having to think right now.
My mission has been accomplished.
And now one of you must die.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna smile at you and give you this kind of intense glare and then go back to channeling his ritual. He's not moving from that position though.
Okay.
But he kind of backs up further into the middle. I'm not going to do it because of models and stuff, but he's kind of here now for all intensive purposes in the middle of them all. But everyone else there is not reacting to them. They are just lifeless, staring blankly forward with all the arms drooped down. Like one or two are even drooling. Like, you run here and this person stands up. 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 You suddenly, you run into this room screaming from you, and then you're like, oh god, they're everywhere. Half movement to get to you, half movement to get to you. He's going to turn to you. This guy looks way different than the others. He's got jewelry all over him. He's covered in blood as he's just been killed, but he's like well more adorned than the others. This one half movement up. Half movement here. Timmy, I can't read messages right now, but I believe in you, dude. Whatever you think's best. I'm going to take a couple of attacks on you. Does a 12 hit?
Absolutely not.
No, sorry, to Bromir.
No, I'm 15.
He's a little bit shorter than that.
2 have hit you.
Yeah.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as these zombies just wail in on you from either side. and it's kind of brutal. In the shadows and the darkness, you do see now that one or two are slowly making their way to the entrance. Karaya is going to take a shot at the front one with a held action. I don't know the range of your color spay. Crass. I don't know if you want to...
Let me double check that. Meow. Looks like it's 15 feet.
Yeah, so unfortunately you will be out of range a little bit.
Until they come within 15 feet of me, and then it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
However, Karaya does hit this one in its head, and it just goes... Rogues, man. Rogues.
Sneak attack damage is disgusting.
Sneak attack kind of rolled really well.
Yeah.
And the one on you, Sophie, lest I forget.
Yeah, don't forget me.
Does a 15 hit you? Probably not, right?
No. Nope.
Yeah, so this one just like already has these like nasty claws, and it's just going for like a frenzy attack on you. But you raise your shield and it bounces. Oh, the one on Aquis as well, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
17?
Hits.
I didn't mean to neglect you.
2 bludgeoning damage to you as it's just like...
He takes 5 points of frost.
He does take 5 points of frost damage. He's still up, but now he's kind of icicles are coming off him as these shards of ice just stab into him. And that is their go. Velia, you are up. Is your go.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna look at this thing shuffling towards me, which I'm unhappy that it's doing that. And you know what? It's time for some magic missile. These hit no matter what. So
Hell yeah.
Let's cast that.
You
All
probably
right, so
can't
I'm
see
gonna
this
do-
one, but you can see this one. I'll say it's here, so it's
Well, my
peeking
range
around
is
the corner.
120 feet, so
You still have
it's
to have
on.
line of
If I can
sight, I
see
believe.
them-
But yeah, this one you can
I
access.
believe I can see that one. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
fire 3 darts, 1d4 plus 1 damage to each of them. So let's roll some d4s.
Hell yeah.
One
Roll some damage.
is we got 3 total, so that's 3 damage, and then the second one is 5 total, so that's 8, and then the last one is 5 total, so I think he's dead, right? He's dead,
Yep.
right? I killed him? Yeah. Okay, cool.
So, how much total? Sorry,
8 plus 5, so
13.
fuck, 18? Yeah, math is hard, y'all.
13 total. Yeah, these 3
Mhm.
force missiles just shoot out, blowing. One blow, it like blows its arm off, and it's just still kind of walking, but really slowly now towards you. Definitely took out most of its body parts that was left.
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah. Are you wanting to move, or you hold fast there?
Die.
It did not die. It looks very
Fuck,
dead though. It's so close.
Okay. Oh, it looks very dead because it is dead.
That, and it looks like it shouldn't be alive anymore as well. Like it's
I'll hold up the back here. I'll hold up the back. It's fine. I don't want it to get a pinch, so
good stuff.
I see that.
Aquis, it's your go. This one's now stood up to like meet you as it's kind of like clambered up you with its one remaining arm.
Am I still grappled or no?
No, you're not.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to do some interesting stuff, and I'm going to move out of this opportunity attack range.
Okay, we'll take a swing at you. 10. Misses,
No,
right?
that misses. And I'm also going to move out of the attack opportunity range of this guy.
Okay, you will also use this reaction. 13. I'm rolling
Nope.
really shit. As per usual.
And now, the guy I'm standing behind, would he be considered as flanked?
Yes.
And I will take a melee swing at that dude. With
Go
a
for it.
rapier.
If I turn off my camera, I'll break everything.
16.
Yes. If you could if you don't need to be on camera, you should point it down, or is that possible? 16 hits.
16 hit.
Yeah.
Rolling for damage. Oh, 11. 11 points of damage.
11, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Still up, but like you take a massive chunk out of its neck and its head's just barely hanging on, but it's still moving. Barely. You'll go, yeah?
And that'll be my go.
Okay, Bromir, you're surrounded. There's 3 of them. What's going on? What are you thinking? What are you planning?
Yeah. Semi unrelated, but my armor class. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing hide armor.
Yep.
I'm just looking in on D&D Beyond. When I click in, it says armor none, even though I've got checked off as I'm wearing armor.
Let me have a quick look.
Okay.
You have to equip it. You have to right click and click.
Yeah,
Equip.
it is equipped. And if I go into my equipment, I can see I'm wearing it, but it only has an AC of 12. Is that because my other AC is higher? It just uses the higher
Potentially,
AC?
yeah, it should do. Yeah, actually, you've got an arm class of 15, which sounds about right.
Your armor class should be 10 plus con plus dex, I believe.
Yeah, 'cause you got an arm. Yeah, so that's 15. It's correct. Yeah, because the hide wouldn't give you 15, I don't believe. So yeah,
No, it's 12. It's an AC of 12.
Yeah,
I just didn't know if it modifies that in any way.
No, it's
Okay.
fine.
Thanks. Sorry to derail everything.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Ask these
so-
questions. Like,
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of annoyed, to be honest, that these guys all kind of popped up, and they're in my way. I'm very objective driven, and they're just here, and I'm angry, so I'm gonna rage.
rage! That's the first rage of the campaign.
Yeah.
Yes, hell yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like this is good because there's lots of people to hit. So
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
let me go for who were the 2 that hit me?
These 2. This and the one that this one's nearly dead as well. Dead.
Okay. So and that one hit me last, the one that's almost
Yeah.
dead? Yeah, so I'm gonna that's who I'm gonna take my anger out on. So I'm gonna turn around and give him a good what for right in the face.
Hell yeah. Roll me an attack.
Yeah.
You do have advantage on this attack because you are flanking.
17.
Oh, you don't need it. You've hit.
Damn.
I mean, you can roll again just in case you
Oh,
crit.
there's a 20.
There's a crit.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I'll
Hell
take
yeah.
that. You want me to roll damage or?
I mean, hell yeah. Just roll
I wanna see
damage
it.
just for the fun.
I want
Yeah.
to see it.
Yeah. 8 plus 4, 12.
So it's 8. So you rolled an 8, yeah?
Yeah.
So you double the dice and then add on for crits.
Oh, double. Okay.
No, you double the dice. So so you got 8 on the dice rolls. So that's 16 plus 4, so 20.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So you just literally, his head's half hanging off, and you just whirlwind spin your axe around, just baseball it straight off, flies over here, and just splats against the wall pretty much with that much velocity.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah. You wanted to do anything
Also,
else?
Sorry, does my battle axe count as a strength weapon?
Yes.
Okay, so not that I need it, but it's plus 2 melee damage because I'm raging.
Yeah. You are rages.
Yeah,
22
okay.
total. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
That eyeball was just hanging on to that head. That 2 damage was enough to go pop.
Yep. So this
okay,
one is decapitated again.
Yeah, he's dead.
Again.
As a bonus action, let me.
You raged as your bonus action.
Oh yeah, as a
Yeah.
bonus action. Fair call.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.
Okay, yeah.
So
I
you
guess
have
I'm
your
gonna-
movement, but they might attack you if you want to move. It's up to you.
No, I'm just gonna hang out.
Hell yeah. It's Karaya's go. From her line of sight, I'd say she could still see this one that's hanging on by a thread, so she's going to take a shot at it. And she hits, because I roll high for feces. And she finishes it off. She steals Crass's kill. Sorry, Crass. There we go. You guys are obliterating these guys.
I'm sure you can summon up your sleeve.
Sophie, it is your go right now. What are you doing?
I'm going to approach. I'm going to come over here with my shield in front of me, and I'm going to take my mace, and I'm just going to smash the shield really loud so it creates like a shockwave sound burst, and I'm going to cast Order's Demand. It's my channel divinity.
Okay.
So, as an action, I present my holy symbol, which is the symbol emblazoned on the shield. And each creature of my choice within 30 feet must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me. So, I am targeting all of these civilians.
Or be charmed by you, is that right?
Yes.
That's interesting.
The civilians, extra interesting.
So you're not targeting like the person, you're just targeting these civilians, is that right? Or you're targeting
Yes.
everyone? Okay.
Just
So-
targeting the civilians. Everyone's
With-
about to be, I assume, sacrificed. Or
So with
transported.
with charm effects, if you're in combat, they get advantage to save, but they're technically not in combat against you, but they're technically not even present in their own bodies. So I'm just trying to think how this kind of works.
Okay.
Let me just Google something quickly.
Okay.
Once again,
Sorry,
Sophie
I'll-
stumps the DM.
I was having a wig emergency. Apparently, my wig is on too tight, and it's like my head felt like it was gonna explode.
Oh no!
You can't adjust the back when it's glued to the front of your head. So like, I had to go to my
Oh.
boyfriend and to like help me. And he's like, "What are you asking?"
I'm ripping my hair out.
In the back of my head, and he's like, "How do I do this when there's glue on the front of your head?" And I was like, "I don't know. Figure it out." So it was a trial.
Okay. So I've just looked up because this is kind of an interesting situation that I've not looked into before.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't charm what is a charm in essence, but they're
Counter charm
both
with it.
charmed by you
Yeah.
and him. So I
Okay.
would say this is kind of just for flavor. I'm gonna homebrew this a little bit, and I'm gonna get you to roll off against him, and whoever wins the roll off now controls those people essentially. 'Cause I think that's the most
Okay.
organic and fairest way. It's kind of like a mental battle with spellcasting that you're kind of engaging
Yeah.
in with him now. So you can
Okay.
add your spellcrafting modifier to this because that's what he's gonna do.
Okay. Hold on, no whammies, no whammies. Ooh, that's a whammy.
What did you
Oh,
get?
no.
I rolled a natural 13, so with his modifier, you feel your spell take effect, and it
Yeah.
does for a sense. Like you see, like his magic flicker, and like your magic's battling against his magic. Just in this one instance where maybe his ritual's giving him extra power, or you just hesitated in that moment, his firm grip on them remains. But really, really good play. I like that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So, seeing their non-responsiveness, I just tend to scream out, "What is wrong with you?"
Whoa!
And I guess that's the end of my turn.
Hell yeah.
We mark that off.
It's now his go. He's gonna finish casting his ritual as you see the runes in the middle of the thing glow ever so more. Like they just go super bright and vibrant that even you at the door have to kind of like shield your eyes a little bit. And with that, one by one, they disappear.
Son of a.
Oh! We'll undo
No,
that.
does the map.
So does the map. One by one, they disappear.
Yeah. Welcome to Tabletop Sim, everyone.
Yeah. We work with limitations here. It's my fault because I need to wait for the yellow thing. There we go. And I'll just do... What the hell is going on? 1 second, chat. I can't choose this guy. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And the arcane energy slowly is there, but just starts dying down in this moment. And as the one by one, they kind of evaporate in this like purpley red mist, you hear this kind of like bellowing, just fade away as he goes. It's now their go. These guys are just brainless, so he's going to turn around to you. He's going to slowly crawl after you, Equus. Sophie, let's go. And I roll shit. Let's not go. This guy misses. Can I please hit someone? This guy is going to stumble into this guy's slot, because that's where the room is. And... Okay, so a 17 and a 20. Does that hit you, Bromir?
17 and a 20 both hit, yeah.
You take another 6 points of bludgeoning damage, but now because you're raging, it goes down to 3.
Yeah, so how does that work, the resistance? Is it just half?
It's just half, straight up half. Anything that's like slashing, bludgeoning, anything like that, straight up halved for you. So they got 6 damage, you'd only take 3. So you're just like getting wailed on, but like beating it out. This one though, he's gonna like turn around and...
Wait, isn't that the guy decapitated?
No, I switched bodies because that's the guy you decapitated technically, but just to save room, if that makes sense. So this guy came up from the campfire. 2 on you, Aquis. I got a 15 and an 11. Any of those hit?
Either hit.
God damn it! You guys are so tanky. I need to give stuff with better hit.
Hit me. Do it.
And I'm just gonna borrow the light for a second. Okay, we're good. These guys are just slowly moving forwards. Not very fast, these guys. Okay, that's their go. Velia, you're up. You see 3 more lurching out of the darkness towards you. You're muted, by the way.
Yikes. Yikes, man. Yikes. I'm really not a fan of this undead thing. Like, Velia can deal with many things. This is not one of them. This is one of the things that she does not like. Mainly because all her spells are effectless against undead, and that's not cool for her. So, I think I'm just going to start firebolting. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Creating bonfires. Maybe I'll create a bonfire.
Bonfire,
this is an underrated spell. I never hear people who create bonfire in D&D, and like, I mean, this is pretty cool because it lights everything else on fire too. So, okay, so we're gonna do a 5-foot square in front of me. So this one, right there, or actually no, sorry, I want to get one of them first. So hang on, let me think about.
Tibby, it should be working now, by the way. Sorry.
I would like to, right on this guy, create a 5-foot cube of fire.
Okay.
Everything that approaches this fire will will ignite, and anything that is in the space must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage. A creature must also make a saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time on a turn or end its turn there. So let's rock and roll some bonfire. So make me a dexterity saving throw, please, DM.
Okay.
Dude.
They're really good at dexterity. You got a 12.
Are they?
It's just what I rolled.
My spell save DC, I believe, is higher than 12. It is a 14, so
Okay, you failed. So
1d8 damage.
1d8 damage. Roll it.
He takes 4 fire damage.
4 fire damage.
Also, anything that is not metal is like, ignited on fire.
Okay, it's just
I
a
believe
cave here,
that's
so yeah.
Well, like if he's wearing clothes.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
aren't being worn or carried. Never mind.
Ah,
My
okay.
bad. I wish. That'd be so cool. That'd be so OP for a cantrip. But okay.
It would be very OP for a cantrip. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
But now I've got a blocking fire in between me and them. I hope it helps. That's
I'll
it.
do,
My turn.
I'll do some flavor. There you go.
Thank you, Sam.
There you go. Hell yeah. It's a big fire. It's probably the biggest fire cantrip I've ever seen, but hell yeah, it works. Amazing. Good stuff.
Awesome.
I will say for flavor, they are on fire. Like, the cloves are burning. It's not doing any damage because rules and stuff, but, like, they're now flaming zombies, like, walking through it towards you. Doesn't matter to them.
I like that's in a choke point too.
They're
That's
still
a
walking
solid
towards
spot
me?
for it.
That's not cool.
What's that?
They're still walking towards me? That's not cool. They should be scared of this fire.
They don't have feelings.
Yeah.
Aquis, it's your go. What are you doing?
I'm going to use movement first.
Okay. I would say you're kind of pinned here, though, so it's going to take a little bit to move around.
So, say I wanted to move to here.
Yeah, I can say you can do that. It just takes more of your movement up. If that makes sense.
So, say for every 5 foot is 10 then?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. So, that'd be, what was that, 5'10"? Or
Yeah.
was that?
that'll be 15 there, just because.
15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna be here.
Okay.
So,
This one will get an
if he
attack
takes-
on you. Yeah. 15, doesn't
Nope.
it? You guys with your AC, you're level 2. I can't hit you. OP.
He'll move again.
The other one's gonna try and take a swing. Okay, yes, 21, and he's gonna blow up. Oh, 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
He takes 5. And I'm also going to use a spell as
Okay.
a reaction based off that. Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke, you can do that, yeah. Roll some damage.
DC
Is it
13.
Dex or
Yeah,
is
Dex
it a
saving
con?
throw. Dex 13.
I passed. Luckily, I rolled a 14. It's still half damage, right?
Enough. Yeah, it takes half, so 7 damage.
And what was
So
the?
15 from 5 from the Armor of Lygothis,
Yeah,
and then 7 from the Hellish Rebuke.
close 12 total. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one's not been. That one has. He lost his arm, so
lost his armor.
he is deaded because it was this one. Hell yeah! On all on a reaction. Did you
As
take your
my
HP
action-
though? Make sure you're marking your HP off when you catch these.
Yep. I do. As my action, I'm going to stab this guy in the back with a raid.
Hell yeah! Go for it.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's use your reaction and movement just to kill that guy.
Reaction
Hell
and
yeah.
movement, just get that guy.
Hell yeah.
Advantage, because flanking.
Yep. Advantage on the roll.
Oh. There it is there.
20 to hit.
There it is.
20 hits.
Or 11 points of damage.
Oof. Another big hit. Not enough to fear him off, but another big hit.
And that's my turn.
Nice. Bromir, you're up.
Cool. So, as I've just lopped off this dude's head, and I see a Keese running by, and I kind of like, I follow as I see him running, and as I kind of see behind my shoulder, I notice everyone's just like fucked right off. Nobody's here anymore. And not that I could rage twice, but like if I could rage twice, I would rage a second time right now. Like I feel like I just snorted the powder from the boat. I'm angry. And so I turn to the guy that's right there. So I'm gonna turn to and actually turn him. And I'm gonna
Hell
go
yeah.
ahead and two-handed strike him.
Yeah, you
In
roll
the
with
face.
advantage because you're flanking with Aquis.
9.
Reroll? Oh,
Whatever. Oh yeah, advantage
9 plus.
too, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's better. 11.
There you go.
11 doesn't hit on its own. So what do you? What? I think you do hit with your bonuses, but what's the total?
Sorry.
Oh.
Battle axe +6.
Yeah. So you definitely hit. You got 17 total. Yeah. Roll some damage.
Still two-handing these, so
There you go.
got too many dice here.
Never a
That
problem.
was a 3.
Said no one ever.
Yeah.
Three.
That's a 3 plus
Okay.
the 3 plus the 2.
Yep.
So we're at 8 plus 4, so 12.
12 damage. Barbarians as well. Low-level monsters. You literally just cleave him in half. The torso of this, what was a man, just is now split in half. And he is no more. Okay. Is that your go?
I'm going to proceed to wipe some of the blood off my face, and then I'm just gonna turn to this guy and just have my
Get
axe
ready.
ready to go.
Hell yeah. With that, it's Karaya's go. She's gonna...
So bright.
She's gonna.
Previous turn, I would have told her to get inside, like get in the door.
Okay. She'll follow your lead. I just noticed when I tab off Discord, I lose the music for a second, so sorry. So she's going to be in the doorway, but with enough space for you to come through, and use that to hide.
Mm-hmm.
And she feels well hidden,
I was gonna
Good.
say
even though
gonna
she's
quit
very
inside.
not. I'm playing it from the sense that she doesn't know about the sneak attack kind of elements of Undead too. I'm trying to be in her shoes. I should roll to hit before I roll to damage. I know how to play D&D, everyone. She does hit this one with another arrow, but not enough to kill him. There's no sneak attack. That is her go. Sophie, sure go. You've just seen this. You were... Oh, someone came back.
Hey, I can save someone. Oh, he's gone again.
The spell comes back for a thing and goes again. Flickers. The rune is still there, but even though it's like powering down, and you can see that as it's powering down and the light is fading, like the runic symbol was drawn out of blood. But there's nothing else there, unfortunately. Everything is gone.
Alright. See my friend in a frothing rage. His battle axe over there. Take a little bit of damage. I don't want to get up close to touch him to heal him, but I will use healing word to toss healing out.
Okay.
And so that is going to be a D4. You take, or you gain, I should say, 6 points of health back. There, Bromir. And you can make one melee attack against a creature of your choice.
Sorry, how much health?
6 points.
Big heal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Healing word. It's awesome.
And then you got the feet, haven't you?
I forgot about feet all this time. That's something different, but my feature as an order domain cleric allows you to use your reaction to make a weapon attack.
So it uses your reaction, which is if something moves out of your radius or whatever. But you can make a melee attack right now if you want to. It's up to you.
Yeah. Bromir.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just continue through with my axe swing.
Hell yeah. So you readied it,
Hell yeah.
and you feel this healing presence hit you from behind, and you feel invigorated, and it gives you that little speed, that extra speed boost to just follow your axe through. What did you get? 16?
So 10 plus 6, so 16.
Yeah, you've hit. Roll some damage.
Yeah.
Womp womp. That's
What?
a 1
is that,
for that
one?
work. Can I? There we go.
Yeah.
It's a 1.
You still got a lot of bonuses.
Yeah,
plus
so-
mods.
So 4, 8.
Still 8 on a 1. Yeah, that's insane. So this
So
one,
broken.
this one has like a little bit of chain shirt on, and you just embed your axe in it, but you wanted to carve through it like you did the last one, but your axe gets stuck halfway through his torso. Big heavy blow, but you have to like fight your axe out of it. It doesn't go through as cleanly as before. Hell,
As it gets stuck in there, I'm gonna hit it with a sacred flame to kind of get that little extra pump.
Oh yeah, because you can do that.
Yeah, healing words of bonus action, so I.
Yeah.
So give me a dex save if you can.
Me?
No, me.
No.
Oh.
No.
Got a
Like, how
12.
strong is this?
Got a 12.
12 is a failure.
Yeah, roll some damage.
So we will take 6 points of radiant damage. Radiant fire.
Oh my god. He's on his last legs as this like axe is embedded him in his like fucking flame is curling up him, and he's just kind of like this guttural there's this kind of like burning radiant energy is just filling him, but he's still technically alive. Just
No.
Um,
All right. Well, and that's the end of my turn. I'll stay here. I'll turn around. Get my shield in front of me.
DM, let me know when it's the zombie's turn.
it's their turn now.
Okay, the one who's in the fire starts off by making a dex save and taking 1d8 fire damage for starting his turn in the bonfire.
I got a 17 natural. Why? I'm
Oh,
saving
well,
on
that's
fire.
You succeeded, but it's yeah, okay.
Does he still take damage or half or?
No
okay.
damage, no damage whatsoever.
So he is gonna move up
Mhm.
and make it to you.
Mhm. It's good.
16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit my little fleshy self. Yes.
Oh no. Roll good damage as well.
no.
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's okay.
This one can't get to you though. He only gets there. Okay, he gets there. I'd say this one moves through the fire because he doesn't know.
Turn into the fire. Wait, is he ending his turn in the fire?
Yeah, he's gonna end his turn in the fire.
He has to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Another 17.
Me,
Oh
my
my
fire
God.
is useless.
These two are now on fire though, for sure. Screw it. We'll say there's like a little burning ember flame there, but they are catching a light. Going over here, we have 2 and the main dude's still up. So they're mindless. They just turn around and attack whatever's closest to them.
Including each other?
No. No. So I rolled a 3 and a 17. Does a 17 hit? Dromir?
sorry. Yes.
17 hits. Another 4 points of bludgeoning damage, rounded down to 2. It's just like wailing into you. This one's... You've not left his radius. He's still going to go for you, Sophie.
Okay.
He's going to go for a bite attack this time, though. With a
All right.
17 to hit. Does that hit?
17 does not hit. He gets
Oh.
a mouthful of shield.
God!
Jesus.
The AC, man! The AC. Okay, that is their go for now. Velia, it is your go. You found... She's took your order. Karaya's gone in. She's holding in the doorway to assist you if she can. And there's one right up against you. And
Attack
there's
of opportunity as I move back behind the door.
Yeah, he will.
Yep.
He only rolled an 11, though. Does that hit?
That meets beats, so yes, that hits.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's another 3 points of bludgeoning damage you take on the way out.
Where's me? Rip.
Are you
All right,
down?
No, not
Okay.
even close. I was a healthy wizard, okay? Maybe fleshy, but I'm healthy. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna now create. I mean, the bonfire just does not seem effective here. They are too dexterous.
It's trying for a cantrip, but
It's
only
really
so
doing
far.
its best. But
We can see really well.
I am gonna do it again though. I'm gonna do it in the middle of this door frame.
Okay, the door is made of
They
wood.
all have to walk through fire. The door has
door's on
stone
fire.
around it that I can see. The door will be totally fired, done, gone. But
Yeah,
the stone around it
the
should
stone.
be fine.
Yeah, it's still a choke for
They
sure,
have
but
to walk through that choke point and take every time they walk through it, they have a chance of taking a d8 of damage. So
okay,
the best I can do, y'all, as your wizard.
that's fine. I'm not gonna move another fire then. If that's
Damn it.
okay with you.
Damn it.
Okay, I will. Okay, I will. I have to spawn
Nice.
another one in.
You can no, it's the same fire because it's a concentration spell.
Oh, okay. I can't move this one now though, because I've technically put it under the floor of the map. So once it's there, it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's there forever now.
I see.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, I'll get another one. 1 second.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
If there's another one in here.
Oh, hold on. I can get myself under the map.
Okay, and you
want me to
can't
move it?
unlock it though, right?
Let me see.
Can you right click unlock it and then drag it out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
don't
I
see
can do it.
why.
I can do it. I got it.
That's handy being able to see under the map like that.
Yeah.
Flavor, everyone. It's got to be done.
Yes.
Okay, and I believe. Wait, let me check something. Hang on. There was something that I had. Oh no, this is useless. Okay, never mind. That's it. Beautiful.
There you go.
I will attempt to hide, I guess, because I have my whole Mask of the Wild. So even when I'm lightly obscured, I'm gonna attempt to hide into the crevice right here.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Roll a stealth check.
Oh yeah, with advantage because of my Mask of the Wild, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Is that what he does? I actually don't know what Master World does, but I'm trusting you.
It's up to the DM. It's actually up to the DM. Like, there's no official thing, but like some DMs let it be an advantage thing because it says Mask of the Wild. You can attempt to hide even when you're only lightly obscured. It's just it's up to you.
There
I
is
got a
ones
9.
in this room, so I'll just lay it as not advantage. If there was nothing in the
I
room,
got
then
a
I'd give
9.
you advantage.
Yeah, no, I got a 9. I'm not hidden, but I think I'm hidden, which is an
You
important
think
thing.
you're hidden. Hey, they go for the closest thing, so
If I can't see them, they can't see me.
hell yeah. T-Rex mentality.
Yep.
Amazing. Aquis, you're up.
We can see so well now, you guys.
So I'm assuming I would have heard all the commotion going on, and now I see a giant door on fire.
Yeah.
So my first instinct would be that something is coming down that hallway.
Yeah, that's probably a
So-
fair
Yeah,
assessment.
I have yelled out, "Zombies coming! Lighting this door on fire!" My bad. Meant to mention that.
Take 5, and then fire off an average blast towards this guy that's on fire and had all sorts stunned in.
Yep. Oh, this guy's not on fire. Oh, he's on radiant fire. Yeah.
Radiant fire.
A little bit different, yeah.
19 to hit,
19 hits. Yeah.
and 4 points of force damage.
He flies over, just smoldering in radiant energy as you knock him off his feet with the remainder of whatever he had left in him, and he's just roasting there. A lot of fire here. It's getting a little bit toasty in this cave now.
It is. A little.
Rest of my movement, 10, 15, 20. I'm taking an attack of opportunity from behind.
Yeah. You will go for
And I'm
another
gonna
bite
hodl.
attack. Okay.
Nat
I
20?
just nat 20 with a bite attack on you.
Oh yeah. Give me the damage. Give me.
Take 9 points of poison damage.
Whoa.
As you try and get past, he just grabs you and sinks his teeth into your like neck, straight through your feathers, and it starts festering instantly.
Yeah, that's sparse.
But you move.
That'll That'll be my go.
Okay. From here. Sure go. You see the
Yeah.
one that your axe was ledged get blasted by Aquis, and you turn around as he starts trying to weave his way in and out. These ones again, as you've just seen him do twice before, and he takes a heavy hit to the neck.
This guy here
Mm-hmm.
is still a guy.
Yep. He's still a guy.
Yeah.
Did not have a section.
That's who just bit him.
No, this one. This one here just bit him.
Oh, I didn't even. Yeah, okay. I follow now. Yeah, I'm going to let me start with a shove, I guess.
Okay, that will take an action. It's not generally dealt as like a damaging ability, but you just intend to push him back, right?
Yeah, is it a bonus action?
No, it's a full action.
Flag.
Yeah,
It's an attack.
it's an
Yeah,
attack
so
technically.
I will just full front kick this guy right in the chest.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it just time as an unarmed strike?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I need to.
Yeah, using the attack action. I just wanted to double check. So yeah, you need to just roll to attack because you can miss a shove.
And then you add your strength modifier.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's a nat 20.
Nat 20 right there. Woo!
Strength
Hell yeah.
modifier is +4.
Okay. Do you want to push him prone or push him away from you?
I want him to stagger back and then take an opportunity to attack him. 'Cause he's
Reactions
moved out,
don't
right?
technically work that way.
Oh,
It only
okay.
works. I'll let you do some flavor stuff here, just because you're rolling at 20. But
Yeah.
generally, just from a learning piece, it only is if they choose to move out. The only exception is if like you charm them or command them to move, because technically they're the ones going, yes, I will do that. I think so.
Okay.
But yes, you shove him back. Do you want to move up against him and just attack him? Because I'll let you do that for free since it's flavorful. So you can just do a normal attack if you want to. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So that's 10 plus 6, 16.
You've hit. Yeah, roll some damage. This guy's not been injured yet though. He's the one that came from the back.
Uh, 7 plus 7, so 14 plus 2.
Yeah.
Plus another 4.
You literally just chop him in half. You kick him back and then just jump and just split him in half. Damn, this damage output. You're going to be another one of these campaigns that you're a little bit squishy, but you just put out so much damage, you kill stuff in like 3 turns. The DM's bane to try and balance. It's going to be great, though. It's going to be great. Is that your go?
Yeah, thanks for the freebie.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Karaya's go. She's gonna see now the door's on fire and kind of instinctively be like, shit, jump back. I'd say technically they can't see through this fire, and she can't see through it, so she's gonna hold an action of a shot in case anything pushes through. That would be her go. And with that, Sophie, sure go. What are you doing?
Okay, great question.
Everything else is
I'm
dead in
going
this room
to-
apart from this kind of guy who looks
Yeah.
different from all the rest of them. You probably assume he was the leader. He's physically stronger, physically bigger.
Okay. I'm going to take out my hand axe and go to 10.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Do I get advantage because of Freya?
Yes, you would. Yeah, technically, yeah.
Alright. Well, that's better than par. 20 to hit.
20 does hit. Roll some damage.
No. So, D6. 5 points of damage.
5 points of
Five
damage.
max damage.
That's his actual first bit of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your go?
Does anyone look seriously injured right now among my allies?
Probably Aquis, yeah. You've just seen him take a heavy bite, which did use the monster's reaction, so you can freely move.
Right, okay. I'm going to...
I think Cress is injured as well.
Is Cress injured?
Fine.
Yeah.
I think we're
I'm
both
only at
pretty
10 out of
injured.
16. I'm fine. I'm not even halfway down.
Oh, bloodied. Okay.
Thank you, Wizard,
I'm
man.
less than half.
Help him.
Yeah, I'll take a step back. Stage, because why not?
One of them just popped back in. They've come back.
Oh, what is going on here? Farmer Joe's come back.
Listen, more will come back. Okay. I will cast Healing Word on Nikis.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let me get that 4 out. Almost there. Just got one more to go. 7 points of damage you will heal.
Oh, that's juicy.
And I don't think this thing specify melee attack. Let me just check something real quick.
I think we did this last time. I used the crossbow.
Yeah,
I think it specifies just attack, right?
yeah, it
He
specifies.
also has
that you use
poison
your-
damage. I don't know if you have anything
It-
that can remove poison or not.
It's melee attack, yeah.
It is melee.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh,
Just quickly look it up, but I think it is melee attack.
This spell use one weapon attack against a creature of your choice.
Oh, it just says
Weapon
weapon attack?
Just weapon attack.
Yeah.
Oh, if it says weapon, then yeah, I'll let you use your bow. Sorry.
Sure, yeah. I'll fire off the crossbow at the big dude behind me that bit me.
Hell yeah.
It's Mr. Chungus.
Hell yeah. Do it. Take him out.
Not good, unfortunately. 11.
Nah. Sticks in him. Does stick in him, but he sticks in like a fleshy part of him, mate. Doesn't seem to do any damage.
Almost
Hey,
a natural
tail. Oh,
Okay, that's
Alright.
Sophie's go.
yeah, that'll be my move.
Okay, with that, one comes through the door.
Roll a dex save.
Deck save! Let's go, bonfire! You rolled a 7!
He failed. He
Nice.
takes a total of 4 fire damage, please.
Oh, damn. Okay. I'm just gonna move them all first.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, he's gonna stand in the doorway.
Oh, I mean, he's ending his turn there too, so he has to do it for moving into it and ending his turn. He has to do 2 dex saves for that guy.
Okay. 12
Great call.
and an 8.
Both fail, so that's a total of, let's see, that's 4 plus 7, so 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11 damage.
Are
to
you
him.
sure it's both, or are you sure it's not ending a turn?
I'm
Because
positive. It says ending the turn and moving into it. It says both. If it moves into it or ends its turn there. So it says
okay.
any creature in the bonfire space when you cast the spell must succeed. A creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
Or ends its turn there.
Or ends its turn.
Or-
Sorry, it's
okay,
one or the
well,
other. So
that's
what was the
4.
first roll on that one?
4.
No, it's,
4.
it's okay. No, that's
That's
good.
right.
It's still clutch. It's just in D&D. The reason I questioned it is because
Yeah,
there's a lot of
that's
spells
4,
where it doesn't
yeah.
do 2 damage.
It
I
doesn't
tried
do
it.
both. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I thought that'd be super OP for a cantrip. That's
No, it's good. It's still OP. You're hitting them on their turn essentially. Like it's 3 damage.
yeah.
This one's kind of bottlenecked out here. I'll just move these down here as well.
Cool. We're just gonna keep my concentration up, y'all, because this is effective. Suddenly.
So 2 have come through. I would say 1 will attack. They should technically both attack you, Aquis, because you're both there. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm fine with that now. I'm fine with that.
A natural 1 and a 5. You're very lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So now they're just on fire. They're just like flailing at you, and you're like, shit. Dodging out the way.
It's my sins, my friend.
Although this one's going to turn around now and attack Karaya, because that's the closest person. I see you guys just baiting it to the person that's not here. Wow. Wow, guys.
Yep, get her off.
It's an effective strategy.
Karaya takes 8 points of poison damage. That's gonna hurt.
I'm gonna tell Buffy that
Should have stayed there.
Apollo's rolled a bunch of nat ones and Cry is dead.
You're horrible. Although Karaya did just take a huge hit from another bite from this guy from behind. Technically, he's flanking as well. Yeah, he didn't crit. And that is their go. We're back to Velia. It is your go. What would you like
I'm
to
gonna
do?
look at this big bitey dude right here. This guy. Fuck that guy. And because it's
guy.
not a concentration spell, I can cast this because my
Yep.
bonfire is a concentration spell. But
Yep.
I will cast another magic missile.
Okay, yeah.
and We're gonna rock and roll with 3 hits, d4s plus 1. So 1 is a total of 2. So 2 plus 3, so 5.
Yeah.
Plus 2, so 7. I do 7 damage. I'm super ineffective, guys. Sorry.
That's still good.
That's
7
still
damage,
good
7 damage. You're kicking it out.
Okay, well that's what I do, and then I
So yeah.
I don't think
Three more
I don't think
into
there's anything else I can do as like a thing. So
No, that's good.
That's good. Aquis, sure go.
So I'm thinking, can I grab someone and throw them through this bonfire?
You can use a shove action, but
Love it.
it's when they move into it or end their turn in it. So you could
or
grab,
start their turn in it.
yeah. So you could grab this guy and try and shove him into the doorway, but it gets a bit funky with sharing spaces then. So I would say you could move, physically push someone if you're facing that direction into the fire, and then they start their turn and burn in it. But as there's someone already in it, they can't really occupy the same space.
Okay. And is this tile
Wait, no.
classed as on fire?
DM. It says a creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time on a turn, not their turn, a turn.
Oh. Oh, so
Oh.
technically then yes, I would. God, this is gonna get so broken. Let me read it. Bonfire.
So I'm
5e.
trying to think, because you've got a guy back here behind it, one
Yeah.
inside it, and then
It-
one just over here.
It's just the square in the doorway which this guy is technically stood in. So you can only have one guy in the doorway, kind of thing. You create a bonfire on the ground that you can see in space. Total spell is a bonfire. Any creature. If I take fate, the event, a creature must also make the same throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Yeah, I would just say it's when it moves into there for the first time or ends its turn there. This guy's already in it, so you can't really put him in it already, and you can't put this guy in it because that guy's in it. If that makes sense.
It's occupied. Yeah. it's
Yeah,
occupied space.
if that guy wasn't in it and it was just on fire, I would say you could shove him into it and he would take damage. Yeah, on your turn. Yeah.
And this tile right here, is that classed as on fire by the bonfire?
No, it's just the doorway. So that's
Just the door.
Yeah.
5 foot cube.
In that case,
So you could shove him back and he would go back into that corner.
I want to like come into that space. As it's not on fire, that space, right?
Yeah, so you could squeeze into the middle of it and you wouldn't be on fire now. I'd say
I
you can.
want to try and stab this guy in the back with a rapier.
Hell yeah, go for it. So you're technically next to the door on fire here, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
good
can
stuff.
shove anybody that's not standing in the fire. I love this.
Yeah.
Very effective strat.
You don't sound as excited as Crass there, Apollo.
9.
I love it. I love finding spells like this. I've never known anyone use bonfire, so it's interesting
No,
to
nobody ever uses bonfire, and I'm sitting here reading it
Yeah.
like, if they use this in a choke point, this is pretty dangerous.
me. Yeah,
Like-
it's really good.
I rolled a 9, so I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
That doesn't hit, but you got advantage because you're flanking, so.
That is true. I did not roll for a bar. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
14?
actually,
14 just hits, yeah?
I did read like the OP like min maxing
6.
for like spells for wizards, and this was one of the lowest ones. But I was like, I don't know, man. Like I feel inclined.
6 points of damage on this guy?
6 points of damage. And then I'm going to move back in front of the door.
Oh yeah, he looks really like he's on fire. He just cut an arm off and he's still on fire. Yeah, if you're looking on like websites and stuff for like spells on min-maxing, they don't really like situational heavy spells, but this is what I really like love, where you find a spell that's not very good, but in the right circumstance, it's really, really powerful.
Yeah. I always take this with many grains of salt, but I do like to read them because they're interesting.
Hell yeah, they are.
Yep.
Bromir, it's your go.
Cool. So, still blind rage. I'm going to leap towards our friend here.
Yep.
And try and smack him on top of the head with my axe.
Love it.
There you go. Hell yeah. Go for an attack.
18
You hit.
plus 6. Yeah.
Awesome damage.
Let's do it. 10.
10 points of
that
damage.
didn't actually go.
That's a 10 plus.
Yeah, so 20, 22, 26.
Holy shit.
Sorry.
How do you want to do this? How do you kill this guy?
I literally just run. I leap through the air with the axe. This little dwarf dude, right? Leaping through the air with the axe and just like crack him around the top of the skull.
Yeah, hell yeah. You just leap through the air and the momentum just carries forward and you just go straight through his skull. His head splits in half and he just
Nice.
falls down.
Nice.
Done so.
Cut the front of his face off.
Nice.
Pretty much, yeah. Like his skull is literally in half. However, you've still got these guys up. And a few more potentially coming. So combat's not over yet. Is that everything for your turn, Bromir? You still got your movement if you want it.
Yeah, hell yeah. How much movement do I have?
Well, it's like 5 there, so you've still got 20.
20.
20. You can get anywhere if you want. Although all these spaces are technically occupied, these 3.
Yeah.
Might want to do something a little ranged.
Yeah, I'll just run to here for now.
Okay. And with that, it's Kraya's go. She's looking very hurt. She's going to take the disengage action. And she's going to full sprint up here. Terrain, please.
Get up here, correct.
She's
I
trying.
love that this is just as difficult as it would be in real life. Like, just as difficult.
I love the use of 3D models, but it is painstaking. Hell yeah. Okay, and with that, she is just going to take a free attack. Well, not a free attack, but an attack option on. Gonna go for the one that Aquis stabbed. She hits, and she kills. Another arrow straight in the head. This one kind of dies. And she looks over to you, Sophie, and she's like, "That thing you did on Robbie, you do that on me?"
I can't. I can't say.
You see a lot. Oh no.
Ring check. Ring check.
And with that is your go, Sophie. What are you doing?
Buffy's gonna be so disappointed if you kill her character.
That's why I'm getting her out of combat. Sorry, Bloodbuffy, you are dead. You need to make a new character.
Yeah. I'm just gonna tell him, stay here. You're safe here. I'm going in. I'm gonna zoom forward to somewhere
Here.
close-ish.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that's like a free gap there, though. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be about my illness, and I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on the person in the doorway.
Okay. He got a 10 for dexterity. Awesome damage.
Oh yeah, that fails. Oh, that's off the table. Let's try that again. 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage.
The juiciest of damage.
Battle music. Is anyone else losing the battle music or just me?
Every time you.
Everyone.
It's dips.
Every time I tab out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cut out.
So I'm sorry, chat. We're figuring out new audio stuff because YouTube banned the bot that we usually use in the Discord. So yeah. Anyway, we're trying. It'll just be in combat where we're using Tabletop Simulator. It's going to be a bit messy. But anyway, Okay, is their go. This one is going to move forward and lunge over here. I'm just going to move him out. Just for use of ease. So he started his turn in the thing, so he makes a dexterity saving throw. And he rolled a 6.
He fails. He takes.
This one moves into it.
Oh boy. So the first guy is gonna take 8 fire damage.
Max damage. Oh my
Max
god.
damage. The second guy is gonna take 6 fire damage.
Wait, this guy needs to do a dexterity saving throw. He passed. This guy
okay.
passed, so he's in the
Okay,
doorway,
thank
but he
God.
passed.
Good for him.
This guy is literally hanging on by a thread. Like, he's just on fire, hanging on by a thread. And I say these guys are up against the door ready for next turn. And you're just seeing these, like, shadow silhouettes of these, like, creatures just stumble through the fire. And every time they stumble through, the light breaks way for them. And you can see, like, a few more behind them. And you're like, oh, shit, there's more. There's more. There's still more coming. But these two that are in the doorway, one's going to attack Bromir.
Mm-hmm. Bring it.
Natural 20. Hell yeah.
Damn.
Oh, jeez.
Cool. Natural 20s. A lot of ones too, but yeah. That is... so it's 6. 8 points of bludgeon... No, yeah, 8 points of bludgeoning damage, rounded down to 4, because you're raging.
I'm gonna reach out as a reaction and use my fighting style, interception. I want to grab him by the back collar of his armor. Or are you wearing armor?
Yeah, hide armor.
Over here? Yeah, so I grab the collar of that and yank him back. I'm gonna reduce that damage a little bit.
Okay, so...
It's D10 plus my proficiency bonus,
Okay.
which is 11.
So yeah, you
So
negate
it-
it all. Yeah.
Cool.
No damage.
Alright.
So you lead that pull back and you just put the shield in the way and it takes the hit for him. Amazing.
Wow.
Good shit. You guys have such crazy synergy for a group at level 2 already. Have you guys got a secret like WhatsApp group that you're like, yeah, I got this, I got this, I got this?
I
Like,
mean, when
Meetings before, and we like discuss our player character sheet.
yeah, we have like a group code, but we're not allowed to talk about it. You know, it's like Fight Club. You're just not allowed to think about it.
Hey man,
the one in the doorway
Don't tell him.
that didn't go on fire is going to attack you, Aquis, because you're there. I'm not even kidding you. I am not even kidding you.
that's
No,
I'm
that's fine.
so sorry.
Give it to me. Give me the damage. Give it.
Rolled lower. It's 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'll take that. You take that.
You need to get off the front lines, buddy. Like,
I'm good. I'm good.
crazy. There's only so much I can do as DM. The damage is the damage, man. Okay.
Did you update Blood Buffy's health on D&D Beyond, by the way, Apollos?
I did. She's on 6.
Okay,
don't know.
it's not showing in your overlay, but that's okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, I
Oh,
found
it's
there's a
not?
delay.
Oh, I updated ages ago.
Yeah,
It's
it
that.
really
It's
doesn't.
Save. But anyways, okay.
It's all good. We're good. We're good. Okay, Velia. It's your go.
Alrighty, so they're coming through. That's not cool. They're already on fire, so that's kind of cool. I'm just gonna, cast more fire at them. Why not?
Hell
So
yeah.
it's not a concentration to firebolt, so I'm just gonna firebolt at the one right here.
Yep. The one that
Yeah.
saw it on his last ledge, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cast a firebolt. So let's see if that hits. Does a 10 hit? Probably not.
10 does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah,
You
It's
weave the
unfortunate,
fire,
that's what I got.
and it just goes.
Do
You're
I
trying to
get- do I
curve
get
it past
avoidance into
Aquis.
these flanks?
You don't get flanking with spells, unfortunately.
Damn it,
Right.
that's all I got. I keep my bonfire up though.
Keep your bonfire up, and it's doing damage. It's doing work. Hell yeah.
Doing
Do you want to
work.
move at all, or?
I think I'm pretty stuck in here, so I'm just gonna let everybody else be my shield. So
Okay.
think so.
Good stuff. It is your go. Aquis, your go. You're tanking. You're getting bludgeoned. You're in the doorway. What are you
I'm
doing?
getting bludgeoned. I need to get rid of one of these guys, so I'm just going to try a melee attack on this one. Just
Okay.
standard rapier.
Yeah. Roll to attack.
Thank God, 24.
Hits. Can you do 1 point of damage?
11 damage again.
Yeah, and he's down. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just the 4 that are left now? In theory,
Yes.
from what
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
see?
There's 4 that's left, yeah.
Can't count this too much fire.
I'm trying to think here.
Some of these remarks.
I'm going to look over at Novelia. And without using single words, I'm going to tell them you need to move back. And I'm going to move back 5 feet over here and take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Rolled an 18.
It hits.
Oh no.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm still good. I'm a tanky bird.
Yeah, I guess.
With that, it's Bromir
Just
to
give me
go.
that time.
Cool. So, how much more? 1, 2, 3. Right, I have 4 things of rage left. For a turn.
Yeah, so rage stays up as long as you're getting hit or hitting.
Yeah, but
So
I think
you
it's
can-
10 turns, isn't it? 10 rounds.
I believe it's
Yeah.
10 rounds.
Yeah, it's crazy amount of time, yeah.
Okay.
We're currently on turn 7, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to full sprint past this guy through
you go.
the flaming door.
Roll the dexterity saving throw.
No! Oh,
Right into
God.
the group of people here.
No.
I'd say they're
uh,
blocking you in the doorway here, so it takes your movement up. Like, that's how I've been doing it for Aquas, moving through stuff. So 5, 10, 20. I'd say you can just get here. Yeah, that's as much as
I
you
want to
can
be
get.
right in the group of these 3. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just get into this corner. Like, you've literally just barrel rolled through. What did you get for
so
a
I need
dexterity?
dex.
Dex saving
Dex
throw,
saving
yeah.
Okay. 19.
You're fine.
You're good.
2.
You're good.
Yeah, you guys just see Bromir just shout and just run through like this fire of zombies everywhere.
What are you doing?
Metal, dude. Fucking metal.
The first guy that I ran past, I guess I need an attack from him.
No, he used his reaction on Aquas, so he can't attack you.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start going ham. I'm gonna kick this guy at the back, I guess.
Okay, roll an
My
attack.
sword. Or with my sword, with my axe.
With my axe.
With my axe.
Damn. Well, that's a 4, but I guess I get advantage, right?
No, you no
Right.
advantage
Oh,
because you're
no.
not flanking anyone. Unfortunately, that does miss. You're worried a little bit. You're putting the fire out as you're running through it, and you go through
Yeah,
a
but
swing.
My rage, don't I get advantage for that?
Not at this level.
That's reckless.
That's reckless
jumping.
attacking. Yeah.
Cool. All right. That's
Reckless attacking, I think you get next level, I think, as a barbarian, which means they get attacks advantage on you and you get attacks advantage, but you have to declare it at the start of the turn. But yeah.
Cool.
Fortunately,
Okay,
you
good.
miss. Sorry, bro.
No, it's fine. You gotta miss once in a while.
It's true. His Karaya's go. She's just going to take another shot at that one in the doorway.
Yeah, get him.
Bear with me a second. She actually misses. I'm sorry. So she misses, and then she's going to bonus action hide behind the chair. She feels pretty well hidden. Sophie, you'll go.
Alright. I'm gonna charge up into melee because I want to be in front of my allies.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take an attack with my.
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
sitting here wondering. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What's up?
I was just saying, I'm wondering why my token is so big, and then I realized you're a dwarf. Like, I was just sitting there like, my token is fucking huge. What did I do wrong? And then no, it's your dwarf. Sorry.
That's me. I'm a dwarf. I'm gonna attack with my battle axe. Or my
Hell yeah.
hand axe.
Go for it.
Battle axe or hand axe? Okay.
I don't know. It's your character.
I don't know what I'm doing. It is a battle axe. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits. Roll some damage.
Nice. That's 8. My number 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Hell yes.
Damn.
Axe takes in. He takes it. He's still there.
Grab the horn of ale on my side, and I take a drink.
Hell yeah. It's there, go. All three just see this crazy barbarian run out, and they attack whatever's closest to them, so
Bring it.
they don't have any advantage because they're not flanking because there's a wall behind you. We're all pretty decent, to be fair. A 13, a 19, and a 15.
15 meets though.
Okay. 2 hits. They're all shit damage. 3 rounded down to 2. Oh, yeah, rounded out. Yeah, can't round out 3, so he takes the higher. So,
Yeah.
2 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
That's from
Amazing.
both?
That's from
It was
both.
3
Yeah,
total?
I rolled really bad damage.
All right.
Magna's just like, I'm a fucking tank.
Yeah. It's like this is going better than I planned.
And that's their go. They're the only ones left. Oh no, we've got the guy in the doorway. Sorry. He's gonna attack Sophie.
Yeah.
We're a natural 1. He doesn't. That's their go. Amazing.
Nope.
Do they need to do the deck save as well?
Yes,
Stuff.
they do.
Hopefully.
The one that's there.
Fire.
And he failed. Roll some fire damage.
He takes 7 fire damage.
Damn.
Wow.
He's still up, but he's lit. Literally. Literally lit.
It's lit, fam.
Hey.
Okay. Roll, yeah. It's, Vili, you'll go. you do?
Alrighty, so there's just one dude through here that's alive right now, or
Yeah, there's
I'm
one here
dead,
and
but not
3
dead,
here,
right? Alright, that's what I thought.
Alive is
Okay.
debatable.
Alive is the debatable term, right? So I'm just gonna try to cast a firebolt at him because I'm
Hell
trying
yeah.
to save my last slot in case things get really bad. So I'm gonna firebolt him. Will a 7 will not hit. I rolled a natural 1 plus 6. It's really unfortunate.
Ooh.
That's
It does,
that's
it does.
that's unfortunate. But my bonfire is the reason is I'm concentrating really hard on this bonfire, y'all.
You are. Are you wanting to move?
Yeah, I'll use my turn to move 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to try to get up to like 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm going to get up on these stairs.
Okay. Just put yourself
'Cause I
at the
have
top.
35 because I'm a
Yeah.
cool ass person. Oh, damn it.
There you
That's
go.
really hard, y'all. Thank you.
Death perception.
First try.
All right, there we go. That was the first try for sure. All right, that's
amazing.
what I did.
Aquis, you're up.
Okay, I will just blast this guy in the doorway. Just, we need to get rid of him.
Yep.
Yeah, do it.
That's probably not going to hit a 10.
No, it doesn't hit. This guy in the doorway is just dodging stuff. He's like on fire, and the fire's making you all just like, I'm hitting the fire, not him. Madness. You wanting to do anything else? Okay. Bromir, you're up. Hit something.
Yeah, so
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
who was it that hit me?
This one, right on the edge.
The guy I missed. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm still angry. So yeah.
Technically,
I'll,
2 hit you, so it'd be these 2, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me go for that one at the back. Whoa, damn. It's not great.
Guys.
But I have advantage on these rolls, yeah?
You do,
Do I
no,
not?
you don't, because you're not
This is
flanking.
the same thing as last time, right? Okay.
Yeah, it has to be an ally. So if one of your allies was stood in the door, technically
Oh,
you
it's only
would.
strength. Sorry, it's only strength checks and saving throws.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so I just royally just goofed that up. I'm tired.
Yeah,
the
it's
end
been a
of my,
long fight.
Yeah.
What are you doing out there? Get back.
We are on turn 8 now for rage and stuff. It's Kraya's go. She's going to try and shoot the one at the doorway again. And she hits. And
Yes.
it dies. I'm just going to move it out the doorway for use of ease. There's a pile of bodies starting to mount here in the doorway.
Actually, they're burning.
And she's gonna
They're not alive
shout.
anymore. They're just burning to ash.
Yeah, and they're just burning. She's gonna shout, "Why did Bromir run through the door? Get him back!"
I don't know.
It was
This
a
is such
joke,
a
boy.
And now we go. Sophie, it's your go.
I'm going to try to come to Bromir's rescue. I'm going to try to do a Sacred Flame on
This one? Okay.
It makes sense why I'm struggling, though, right? I'm a dwarf. I'm used to being in dark caves and in like areas, and here I
Nice
am in this
little-
blazing bonfire,
Bright ass light.
squinting, flailing
failed.
around, angry.
Roll some damage,
failed.
Sophie. Yeah.
I rolled a 7.
7 points of damage. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's still up. He's not been hit yet. None of these guys have at the back.
I just
You
did it.
Well, yeah. You want to do some movement?
Yeah. No, I'm happy where I'm at.
All right. Top of the turn. Again, this one's actually going to push through. You will get an attack of opportunity on him. He's facing the right way to come for you, Sophie. So,
Your deck too.
Bromir,
Yeah.
do you want to roll an
Yeah.
attack of opportunity?
Yeah, of course.
Deck save fails. Roll some damage.
10.
3.
10 plus 6, that hits.
Okay.
3 points damage. Yeah, he
Ooh,
dies.
9. Yeah, that's a whole bunch of
Yeah.
damage.
So with the fire catching him, burning him, and Bromir's like, nope, you're not going anywhere. Carves down his back, gets rid of him. The other two are going to turn onto you.
Just look down and I'm
A
like,
15 and a
"Delivery
16, they both hit, right?
Yep.
part." Oh, man.
4 points of damage, rounded down to 2.
For
I
both
don't
of them?
take this
Jeez.
anymore.
Lucky. Lucky.
Just wailing on you.
Keep this up, I'll be at 50% health soon.
Oh my god, barbarians, man. I'm rolling really bad on the damage too. It's not good. At least I'm hitting you guys now. With that, it's Velia, your go.
All right.
You can't really see anymore at the moment.
Yeah, no, I really can't, can I? I think I'm considering dropping my bonfire so that we can all go help Bromir. So I think I'm gonna drop my bonfire.
Yeah,
Which
free
you
action to
can't
stop
do.
concentrating. Yeah.
Stop concentrating. And then what I would like to do next is, because I can then see through the door, right?
Are you sure you're getting rid of it? Just there. Are you sure?
I don't know, because I feel like we need to help Bromir, but also like
If you get rid of
It's
it, it's
very
not coming back. That's just,
I know, that's what I'm aware of. So like I'm trying to think about this. So like what I might
Yeah,
do instead
get rid of
actually, really, you guys think I should? Yes or no?
Yeah. Save
Party
Bromir.
vote?
I mean, are
Say
you
Bromir,
asking OC or you?
I shout out, should I drop the bonfire?
I'll answer you next turn.
All right. Okay, that's helpful. Yeah, I dropped the bonfire. I really do.
you can kind of talk as a quick free action, like as long as it's under 4 seconds, you're not doing sentences. But yeah, you drop the bonfire, boom.
Okay, all right. And then what I would like to do is looking through the door, which I am trying to like angle my camera so I can to see if there's anything I can see. I don't
I'd
even
say
think
you can
I
see half
even.
of this guy.
Okay, so he has partial cover, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so in that case, because he has partial cover, I don't want to be able to miss me at all, so I'm gonna do magic missile on him.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Roll some
And he
damage.
takes 3 plus 4, so 7 plus 2, so 9.
9 points of damage. Yeah, these magic missiles weave past Aquis and Rune, fly straight through the doorway, and Brommy, you just see these 3 arcane balls like knock this guy about as it blasts through the doorway. Great stuff. Amazing. Anything else? Any movement?
That is my entire turn.
Great stuff. Hell yeah. Aquis, you're up. You're having to adjust your eyes to the darkness once again.
I think I'm gonna step
That is.
over that guy to
Oh.
here first.
That's not you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot I wasn't next to the door. I'm gonna come over
Because
here.
it's dark.
It's dark. I can no longer see my form. I'm gonna stab with the rapier this guy.
Yep. Okay, go for it. Roll attack. Not at advantage.
25 to hit.
Fuck yeah, that hits.
10 points of damage. Damage.
He's dead. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
This guy got blasted by magic missiles, so after that you just run and you finish him off. Boom.
And then I'm gonna occupy his space.
Okay. Yep.
It works.
And that'll be my turn.
Hell yeah. And with that, Bromir, you're up. You got one last of these foes staring you down.
Yeah. Seems like my rage lasted just good
Just
amount of
alright.
time on this
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Just long enough.
So with the fire just going out, like there's an adjustment. I can't see anything really. Like it was just like super bright, and now it's pitch black. I'm having a rough time. I'm just gonna like wildly flail my axe sort of in this guy's general direction. So we'll see how this goes.
Oh no!
A
I
two.
mean, it's accurate.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately you miss.
I mean, that's RP points right there, then.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That was perfect.
You just, and Aquis is like, shit, trying to dodge out of the way. There's just raging dwarf just cleaving away at air. Amazing. Karaya is just gonna hold here. If she sees anything, she'll shoot, but she's too injured to move. She ain't gonna go anywhere near that door. Sophie, you're up.
I'm going to blind it as well. Light. Or the lack of. Waiting for my dark vision to kick in. I'm going to charge through the door to save Bromir.
Yep.
I don't know how many are left over there. And yeah, sure, that works.
Yeah, it's Bromir's axe is there we go. I'll do.
And I'm going to just swing just to the left of the inside of the door, because I feel like there was a zombie there.
Yep.
At some point in time in the last 6 seconds, there was a zombie there.
Roll to attack.
So that is a 20,
You've hit.
not natural. And that is 6 points of damage.
Hell yeah. He's not been hit yet. He's still up. He's back. He's gonna try and attack you, Rune, since you just hit him.
Alright.
17 to hit. Does that hit?
No.
No. Velia, it's sure go.
All right.
You can't see any. You just hear
I
the
can't see
dwarves.
anything. I
Yeah.
hear the door. If I move anywhere, can I see?
Probably not because the
then-
door's kind of blocking this guy.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do instead is
She burned up the door, didn't she?
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, yeah. There's no door there. Yeah, hell yeah.
there's
You could
just-
actually
there's
probably
just
see him.
stone-
If you go
Yeah,
over
okay,
here, you
so-
could probably.
Yeah, I do that. We go. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Sorry.
Karai's
Okay, I
dead.
go over there, and then I would like to try to firebolt again.
Roll it out.
It's 120 feet, so here we go. Will a 22 hit?
22 definitely hits. Yeah, roll some
Cool.
damage.
He's gonna take
Fire.
7 fire damage.
How do you want to finish this?
I would like my firebolt to go forth, hitting him square in the chest, incinerating him from the inside out.
Hell yeah! And he just this screeches as this undead entity now. It just burns up in fire. And with that, combat slowly comes to a close.
I'm stepping in him. I'm stepping
Can have
in him.
some
I go
ambient
in the
music
door.
back on now. And I think that's a good place to take a quick break as well before we dive into anything else. So we'll just mute up here and you guys can take a quick 5. And for everyone else on the stream, we'll see you all in 5 minutes because we're just going to take a quick 5-minute break and then we'll find out what happens. We'll find out what happens afterwards. Be back soon. Hello.
Shalom.
Just getting back from break. Do we still have battle music on? Is Tibby asleep?
I think he's
Maybe.
passed out.
Tibby! Alright.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. Oh. God, we're just messing up the music today, guys, everywhere. Apologies, chat. I also forgot to locally record the episode, so I'm gonna have to Rick the VOD from Twitch. Feels good.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Doesn't need anything.
I think Tibby's fell asleep too, so I'm just going to remove the bot from the channel and I'll play some ambient music on stream. Apologies in advance, cast, because you won't be able to hear it. If you want to put it on in the background though, I'll link you to the track in just a sec.
Should put some stuff on Spotify on for it.
Because I don't know how to use the bot yet. I could probably try and use the bot myself. Give me a second. Oh, I can. Let me... Give me a second, chat. Give me a second. Gotta pull up the music sheet. Okay, this will do. Hopefully this works. How do I get it to join? This is why Tibby does the music.
2X, come back.
Man's asleep, I think. I think I've got it. Maybe not. Okay. Here we go. Don't know if it's playing. It's saying it's playing it.
I don't hear anything.
Well, rip. We're playing it locally. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, cast. If you look in the general chat, I'll just put the ambience music so you can load it up locally too. You can just queue up something like Listen on Repeat, I think. It's a website that does it. Okay, sorry about that. I think the video is like 1 hour long anyway, so you're going to be fine. Okay. So, after this chaotic battle that seemed to last an eternity, I'll do the battle cam since we're still here. Everything is now silent. You can hear like the winds, and it's started to like heavily rain from the outside. That's kind of like now echoing throughout the cave. One of the random people that was teleported back is now back for some reason. She says hello and then
Save the villager. Save the villager.
I honestly don't know what's
there.
going on. So much scuff today in this episode. I can't even click on her. If anyone can right click delete her, please do so.
Come back. Come back.
Nope. Just pretend she's not there. But yes, there is what seems to be the remains of a campfire still at the back of the room that's providing a little bit of light, but you feel free to move your tokens around now. I'm just going to put all these guys into a pile. Karaya's just going to sit down next to the stairs. She's feeling a little bit rough. Licking her wounds a little bit.
There. I think I unlocked the token, so you should be able to get rid of it.
No,
The
it's not
NPC.
unlocked. You should be able to move it if you. Oh, I got it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you're gone.
There we go. Okay, well, I'll pass it over to you guys. What would you like to do? Is there anything you'd like to investigate? Also,
would like
check
to
the
help
general
to,
chat out if you've not already. So just throw that there. Yeah, let me know what we'd like to do in this area.
He's just sitting by the bonfire trying to tend to his wounds.
It is quite a sight in here as well. Like there's probably more blood on the floor than there is cave surface.
Yeah. Is the blood rune, is it still there to entirety, or is it mostly faded at this
It's
point?
faded, but there still is like a little glow coming from the blood, and you can see that it's still there. It's still present, but obviously
Fair.
like it was bright and it was there, but now it isn't. Do you want to
Fair.
investigate it, or?
I mean, I don't know what all I would get from it, but yeah, sure. I'll see what I can glean.
Would be a knowledge arcana, if anything.
Okay. This should go well.
While this is going on, can I just like search crates and stuff? I want to try and find like a small container or a vial of some sort.
Just let me know where you're searching, and I'll do an investigation check.
Yeah, here by the barrels. I think that'd be my best bet.
So yeah, this
Don't worry,
tracks.
guys.
I got a 7.
You have no idea. You have absolutely no idea.
Jix was never my strong suit. At least the arcane method, the arcane types.
I want to search the body of the fancy guy whose face I cut off.
Hell yeah. Let me bring up my notes quick. Can you roll an investigation check for me? Let me know what you get.
Yep.
I imagine Pariah's looting the bodies.
Pariah's injured. She's kind of just sat down, although she's keeping an eye on everyone. That's
Okay.
what they're touching and stuff.
Oh, I expect questions. Yeah. 17 plus 1. 18.
Yeah, on his body you find a long sword, a short sword. You also find two kind of potions. One's red in nature and one's clear in nature. And it swirls around. He also had like a letter on him. That's obviously covered in blood now.
Okay. Can I read it? Is it in common?
It's in common. It's an order to fulfill 150 alive bodies in exchange for artifacts worth thousands of gold. And it says at the bottom, it's kind of signed but not signed, Railer. It's REH hyphen LIAH.
Is that something where afterwards I can get this information from you?
Yeah, I can write it into this channel, yeah, for sure. Although you could just keep notes, keep your own notes.
Yeah.
Actually, some stuff I will put in the channel, but for stuff like this, keep your own notes. Or you can put note from note about Ryler or something, and I'll tell you what it is if you bring it up, the exact wording and stuff like that. But
yeah, it was more so I just don't want to ask about spelling and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
All this, but
yeah, that's fine.
I got you.
Because I want you guys to keep track of some stuff personally, because I don't want to like put everything there. But yeah.
Cool. So I will. I'll add all that stuff to my backpack.
Searching these boxes over here, and I rolled a 11 for like a small empty vial or a vial of some sort.
There's no vials over here. It's more just food, substance, boxes of apples and things like that, ale, kind of cargo they've stolen and searched, general wares, textiles. There's some like grain. There's loads of stuff that you'd be able to sell on a market.
Ale? Did I hear ale?
Yeah, there's ale over
Look at
here.
it.
Ale,
Look at it.
ale, ale.
I'll disable the ale.
I'm going to move over and I'm just going to wait for other people to do things before I do another search.
Sure. Belia, you wanted to do anything?
I'm kind of worried about my friend Karai over here, so I'm kind of just trying to take care of her.
Okay. While the guys search everything.
That
I'm less searchy right now. I'm more worried about her.
Yeah.
I just haven't made my way over there yet. But is the am I able to tell what these potions are? Like the red potion, is it a healing potion? Do I know this?
You'd probably assume it is, but it's not labeled. The clear one you don't know. You'd have to ask someone or find some expert or something like that.
I'll hand that potion to Krya and say this looks to be a healing potion, but not labeled, so use at your own risk, but here you go.
She's like, I'll hold on to it for sure. I'll make a note here. First one. Healing for Koraya. She'll hold on to it. I don't want to drink something right now that I'm not 100% about. But are we resting here? Maybe not in this room. I don't know. 'Cause it's full of blood.
And the other room's also full of blood. So, I mean, unless we want to go out to the entrance.
Just some parts of the cave we've not explored yet, right? I mean, we might run into more of them, but I think most of them was drawn here.
Yeah.
You want to roll an investigation, Chris?
Yeah, 15 for these two things here to my right and left.
Yeah, this seems to be just a pile of clothes that they've taken off people. Just loads of clothes, some shoes, like spare stuff that they might think was worth something. It's kind of awful. Here, though, is a massive amount of gold. There's a chest with about 400 gold coins in it. It's like left open in a jar. It's not like neatly put there.
I'm gonna take 10 gold for myself and then just scream out gold, gold, gold.
And
gold.
over here, you see another two. You see like a box, and it's got two potions in it. The same, another invisible clear one and another red one. That you assume to be healing. You're not sure about the clear one. It lies upon the box here.
I'll snag those two as well. So no vials as of yet. So
what kind of vials are you looking for? Sorry.
So I just need like some sort of. I'm looking for a sealable container, but if I can't find one, I have an idea.
Oh yeah, over here there was. Sorry, I didn't know you were looking for like empty containers. There'll be empty containers over here for sure.
So it's more like a glass vial or some sort of glass.
Yeah, I would say rummage. Yeah, I'd say rummaging over here, you'd be able to find like a few vials that have cork stoppers and stuff like that. Nothing too fancy, but yeah. Cool. Velia?
So I'm just going to take the 10 gold and then I'm just going to walk over here and I'll do some stuff in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to start looking around as well. I have a really high passive perception. And
you do.
Passive investigation. I have a 19. So I'm just looking around for any clues about who this was and what was going on.
You see this tent here is, with your passive perception, is visibly more cleaner than the rest. It looks well more taken care of. You also find there's a table over here with some papers on it looking around.
Yeah, I'm going to go into the tent first.
Okay, yeah, roll me an investigation check in the tent.
Okay, well, we'll see if it's higher than my passive, right? Or does it matter?
Yeah. I'm asking you to roll for it, yeah.
All right, well, I got a 17 and my passive is a 19, so it's up to you.
Nice. Your passive's 19? I thought your passive was 16, sorry.
My passive is 19 investigation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so in here, you see that under the bedroll, it's like so neatly kept. And then under the bedroll, there's like a hollowed out bit.
Nice.
Do you prize it up?
I'd like to go, yes, pry that up.
Okay. You take 3 points of poison damage as you trip a tripwire or something. and like gas fills the tent up. But once the trap,
fun.
once it's cleared over and cleared out, you're like coughing. You do find 131 gold coins,
Yeah.
32 silver coins.
Yeah.
Do you want to write this down, or do you want me to just paste it to you?
131 gold, you said?
Yeah, 32 silver and 2 platinum.
32 silver. And,
You also
not
find.
332. Hang on.
Sorry?
I accidentally put 332 silver. And how much platinum?
2 platinum.
Cool.
You also find a gem pouch in there that contains 3 gems. Sorry,
boy. All right.
4 gems, 2 green, 1 blue, and 1 clear.
All right, hang on. I'm adding these. Manage inventory. Repeat that.
So you have a gem pouch that contains 4 gems, 2 green, 1 blue, 1 clear.
2 blue, 1 green, 1 clear. Okay.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out how to add this manually to my character sheet, and I'm struggling, but I'll figure it out. It's okay.
Yeah, just side notes, and I think you can just write in items as well on D&D Beyond, but we can figure that out later. But that's all you find in that secret stash there.
While she's doing that, I'm going to start separating this gold that's in the chest into 5 separate bags and make some bags out of the clothes.
Okay. Yeah. There's probably loose bags in there. Like you go through a couple of pockets of the pants and you see like these are some loose bags and things like that in there for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. How much is in the crate currently? Was it 390?
390, correct.
Okay. So everyone I will hand those out at a later point. So I can do that next session when Cray is here.
Yeah. Or I can write it down for her now, whatever it is, whatever you give her.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's 78 gold.
78 gold. So she's got a potion of healing, 78 gold at the moment. Okay. And you don't feel there's anything else in here other than the cargo and the table over here. Like you feel like you've searched this area pretty. Actually, there is something.
Was there more here in these 2 things?
Yes, there is a potion in here. So when you find there's below the potion, you do you remove the crate? Do you take the lid off?
Yeah.
Cry actually says, "Wait before you do that." She's noticed from from Velia's little experiment. Let me check it. Do you wait for her?
Okay. Yeah. I'll let her do her thing.
She looks over the box pretty intently. It's all clear. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just check her character sheet. She does have that. Yeah, she sees another tripwire and she like shuts the lid and cuts it, and you hear like a little tss as it kind of like deflates inside, causing no damage to you all, and then she opens it up a few moments later. But it seemed to like be another poison trap. And in there, we're gonna do some funky rolling quickly. Give me a second.
The potion that I found, what color was it?
Oh, sorry, Aquis already got the potions.
I already took the potions, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you do find. Give me a second. Okay, I need you to roll a d20 for me, please.
All right. 14.
14. So.
Are we doing loot tables?
Okay. You find a scroll with runic symbols on it. You're not too sure. Do you want to roll me another d20?
Sure. 15.
You also find a vial. It's like a glass jar. It's quite big, and it's got a massive eye in it that looks at you. It like seems to follow you around as you weave around. You can't tell if it's actually following you around or if it's just like an optical illusion.
I wave, say hello.
You also find. Let's have a quick look.
Sorry, I gotta step away for a sec. BRB.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. You also find. I like to do random items. Chance, give me a second. You find. I'm checking my catalog here. Give me a sec.
Suspense is killing us.
Seriously. Murder.
Yeah.
You find
Building up
in there,
suspense.
there's a jar, and the jar has like 11 different holes in it, all with different corks. And it looks ancient. It looks like 1,000 years old. It's like an artifact of some kind.
Okay. Interesting. I haven't seen something like this before. I will take all 3 items.
Take all 3 items.
Yeah. I'm going to take the scroll over to our specialist Pyromancer and see if she has any idea what these runes
Yes.
mean.
Let me figure this out for you. Can I roll an Arcana, DM?
Yeah.
Arcana check. We get a 25.
It's a scroll of talk to weapons.
I tell you
Ooh.
that the scroll lets you talk to your weapons.
Very fun.
It's like talking to an inanimate object. Fun.
Yeah.
What the hell did I come back to?
Kinds of amazingness.
Hmm.
You want to talk to your ex?
Not in particular, no. Having flashbacks to
To the
What's
other
his name?
campaign?
no, the guy
Oh.
from Don't Starve Together that talks to his ex Lucy.
Oh.
You become like Negan from Walking Dead, Lucille.
Yeah.
She actually talks back. Is there anything else you wanted to do? Are you wanting to do anything with the rest of the items, or are you just pocketing them for now?
I'm just pocketing him for now.
Okay. Aquis, what are you doing over here?
I'm going to scoop up some of the magically infused blood into this vial.
Okay.
It may come in use later on. I don't know yet.
I think
I already
people
know
are,
that this is
I think people are
some
too
sort of
interested in loot,
teleportation thing. Yeah.
so you do it with these. What else are people doing?
Is there anything? Can I look underneath this platform? Like, is there anything there, or is it just?
It's just
I
woods,
would like
yeah.
to propose that we take
everything's
a
behind.
long and short rest here.
Prior's like, yeah,
We don't.
take a long rest, but I don't know about in this room.
I mean, it's the easiest room for us to barricade. It'd be unfortunate, but like it is just the easiest room for us to lock ourselves in. There's no in and out other than one door.
It's
Where's the
true.
door?
The campfire's pretty bloodless over there, I suppose. She goes and sits at a table over here. Grabs a bit of the cheese out of the cart and gives it a sniff, and there you go. Just like,
Hey, Bromir, help me take apart some of these stairs and we can blockade this door or make up a door.
All right. I'll do that.
Take some time to study this circle as well.
okay, yeah, roll
Should
me a
take
knowledge
like,
arcana.
I am terrible at these. 16.
Definitely some
Better
sort of
me.
blood magic or necromancy, but it is way above your grade. You have
Mhm.
no idea. Whoever it is, you're glad that they decided to leave with the goods, then stick around, because with whatever they conjured up, it might have been a hefty, too much to handle situation.
Just to make sure, and I don't think anyone else wants to do anything with this circle, I'm just going to start smearing it so it's incoherent and doesn't make any sense anymore.
Yeah, as you're
I don't want anything
smearing it,
coming in.
the last bit of the energy that it had does just fade, and even the blood in your vial does lose the glow and magical infusion slightly. It just fades out to just look like blood in smudged runic patterns.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a look at this map or list or whatever this is at the table.
Yeah, so here you find just, it looks like a catalog of stuff, like an inventory of stuff, which is most of the stuff you got over, plus like the merchant stuff. Although you do find another letter on there, which is addressed to Coil. And it's got a kind of on the back of it, like a claw print. And it reads something like, it explains how there's an organized faction of your assumed thieves in Port Troston, and they're called the Claw, and they're kind of wrote this letter that's covered in blood. You kind of get the instinct that it was like a message, maybe pinned to a dead guy. You're not too sure. But essentially, it's like these thieves here in this cave are encroaching upon their territory. And it says you've got until the new year, which is currently 6 days away, to meet with them. If not, you're going to be wiped out from the face of the earth. It's basically a
Oh
threat.
dear.
Interesting.
Rival
Whoever
Thieves
was
Guilds.
to do this. Yeah, rival thieves. Okay.
Does it specify where to meet them specifically, or
It
it's
does.
just-
It leads on to say, wait near the broken well in the sticks.
Hmm.
Cool. So I'm going to relay this information to the group. And I'm going to mention this might be an opportunity. Like maybe we say we took out the thieves here. Might be as a bargaining chip. Get us in with these this other organization. What do you guys think about that?
Or I can make myself look like the guy we saw that was with the chains and stuff, and I use the thingy to alter my image to turn into the guy that I think may have been the leader here, the guy with all the chains and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Over here, like the one that was held by the Necromancer, you transform to look identical to him. And yeah, he does stand out differently from the rest. You assume if there was anyone that was the leader in this pack, it'd be the one that was biting everyone and was the bigger, bulkier guy. You assume he's Coil. And as you've got time now to assess, you do see that there's a tattoo of a snake just curling all the way around his arm, going up to his shoulder blade.
So would you want to approach them as the thieves, or do you want to approach them like as a we've captured you? How do you want to play that?
As ourselves.
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand.
How can I'm trying to put it in short words.
Aquis terms.
Yeah,
in Aquis
got you.
terms.
Mercenaries.
I'd say a case would probably be frustrated and would pull Bromir to one side and say, look, we can go as ourselves and I can alter my image to look like this person and say, this is the guy who is the leader, he's dead, his body's here.
I see. So like almost as proof that we've killed them.
That's proof.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
a gesture to go back to the group.
Okay. Cry was kind of eavesdropping.
Okay.
Do you feel like you've searched everything that there is to find in here? There's enough food to whip up meals if you want to. Over there, there's barrels and merchant cargo and stuff like that. If you want to spend a night here, you can do. Sophie's barricaded the door. Just roll me a survival check, Sophie. See how well you barricaded it.
Okay. Can I guide myself?
Yeah? Although that's going to be a running thing. Can I guide myself? Can I guide myself?
Of course. Yeah. 27.
Hell yeah. That door looks like a new door and then some.
Yes.
Amazing. But yeah. Are you all taking a long rest?
Sure. I'm
Yeah,
down.
I could use a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's going? Are we having a watch order or a turn order?
I'll take first watch.
I'm not
I
anticipating
can
any
take a
problem.
watch too because I only have to do a light trance, so I only have to sleep 4 hours.
Okay.
So I can take 2 watches technically.
I'll
Do you want to take
the
2 or
watch.
just 1?
I'll take 2 because I have a really high passive perception, so probably better odds for us to be honest. If that's
Okay.
okay with everybody.
Yeah. You only need to take
Yeah,
3, so 3 watches.
Sweet.
So.
I'll probably stop and help you on the first watch if you stand up on the first watch.
Can I get perception checks from you then, please? The door is
Yeah.
barricaded, so it'll just be for hearing.
2 perception checks.
Yeah, for you. Yeah.
The first
Sure.
one's a 15, but my passive perception is an 18.
Yeah.
All right, and then the next one was a 7, but my passive perception is an 18.
And Equus, what was yours?
An 8, 7 plus 1.
Okay. Luckily, you stay through the night. Everyone gets a well-earned rest. It's undisturbed, although I assume you probably piled the bodies outside the door before you barricaded yourselves in, or are they just like in a corner somewhere?
No, we would have thrown him out in a bloody mess, probably on top of this giant pile of blood.
Yeah. So I will say that everyone is kind of still unsettled. It's not a good night's sleep just because of the situation where you are. But you all do get a long rest, and you can tick that off.
I don't know about you guys. I slept like a baby.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I slept horribly. All things considered.
So it's morning. Just to wrap up the cave scene, is there anything you're wanting to do here? You wanting to explore the rest of the cave, or are you wanting to just work your way back to the entrance? It's up to
How
you guys.
good was the ale? And how much of it is left after we probably drank a whole bunch last night?
There's differences, right? There's some that are... There's a few barrels of ale. Like, some are shit. You find one that's actually pretty good, but it's way too big to carry. It's probably dragged here by a few people, stocked up for a while.
Yeah. I'm going to empty out my horn of ale that I keep, and I'm going to fill it up with this stuff.
Nice. You do find a few bottles of wine as well. Don't know if it's good wine, but it's like there's an assortment of merchant goods here. So,
am I able to do a check of sorts to what I think this clear potion might be, or is that something I'd need to take to somebody?
it'd be a knowledge arcana, if anything. Yeah, you can roll it. You just...
I'm actually I'll ask Valia if she maybe has any idea what this is.
We'll roll an Arcana check to tell you if I know.
Mm-hmm.
I see this happening and I
with
do
an
the
8,
same
I
thing.
do not know. I got an 8. I'm sorry. It was a 2 + 6.
All right, cool.
I gotta check to see if I can ascertain what this might be.
Yep.
No idea. No, maybe. I don't know. 15.
You're not too sure with a 15. Yeah, again, it's without an identify spell or someone that's like a potion maker / herbalist. It's you know, there's potions. There's a wide range of them. It could be a multitude of things. But you're not too sure.
Just a bottle of cyanide.
Well, yeah, could be.
Yeah, probably.
The red ones you've kind of seen as adventurous type people. You've kind of seen potions of healing here and there. So the red ones you can kind of discern probably are. You're not 100% because again, you're still not sure. Could be fake potions of healing or something completely different, but you're pretty sure there probably are potions of healing. They have the kind of same look that you think they would have.
Cool.
Or did you buy any potions of healing from? You didn't from the woman, did
yeah,
you?
I still have a potion of healing.
Oh, you bought it from that woman. So yeah, if you compared them, then yeah, it would look like the same liquid.
But are they the same liquid?
You don't know.
Don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll be led by you guys. If you want to leave the cave, then you can carry the I'll carry the candle, but you can move your tokens over there like we did, or you can explore a little bit more, and then we'll wrap it up for the cave.
Just one more question on the
Sure.
supplies. Was there jewelry like that they would have picked off of the civilians?
Yes, there would have been like loose bits of jewelry. I would say probably worth about 100 gold. That was probably in the treasure chest too. If you want to note down like just various types of jewelry.
Okay. And was any of it like beard jewelry?
I would say you could probably fashion a couple of the rings that were there to be beard jewelry. Some of like the smaller ones.
All right. I will do that.
Is there anything anyone else wants to do in this room? Examine anything else or do anything?
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
You can all move your tokens, and I'll move the light. And you can tell me where you want to go.
Can we look at the chat thing and the thing, everybody?
Yeah.
General?
I think everyone's
Water
seeing it.
bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, oh, see, I'm good for whatever because we already talked about this briefly before Apollos was back. So
Yeah. We'll just wrap up the cave scenario then.
Thank you.
Yep.
But if everyone's
Sorry.
good for next time, we can potentially go a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm good for a long game next time for sure.
Yeah. Okay. You
following
see
your
a
keys.
couple of other bodies here, although these didn't reanimate. You're not too sure why.
Can I make an educated guess that it's a range of a spell?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, there's a pathway up here that you've not checked out, but it's up to you if you want to.
So I should probably just move.
Back to the entrance of the cave.
Was a dead
You
end.
got the table.
It goes on. Well, apparently it's a dead end because you can't uncover the fog of war there for some reason.
I guess that's where we're leaving off. We found it.
Unexplored terrain.
Oh, you can with your
'cause
model.
You need a character, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah. For some reason, these candles are not set to reveal fog of war. There you go.
Cool.
So over here, you
Oh.
find there's like just
And a large.
broken carts that have been broken down for firewood. There's just like a huge amount of empty storage boxes. They've probably been doing this kind of thing for a while. It just shows like the gravity of how they've been stealing and what they've been doing. If you want to search for it, you can.
I'll search this
I
pile
do.
over where I'm at.
Yeah, again, it's just
Ooh.
empty. It was just like a separate stockpile, like of boxes.
Hmm.
Not too much over there.
Are there any of the remains of the wagons? Are there any like branding on the side of them? You say like what traders would have?
Not really. Not too
Suffered.
many traders over here like brand their wagons too much, but it's general branding that if you do find it, it's from the capital city of Troston or Port Troston,
Yeah.
vice versa.
Okay, nothing that would specifically tell me who was captured.
No, not really. It's very just opportunistic,
Okay.
I would say. But there is a couple of
Okay.
dead bodies in here that they've just put into sacks and just launched into there because they might have died on the journey, or they're not too sure. And it stinks.
Keep
I'm
on
alive.
going.
Gross.
Oh boy, I'm coming. Sorry.
Here you find like a door. It's closed and like an empty table.
Do we
Yep.
open the door?
Dunno,
All right,
you-
you want to check the door?
Yeah, she'll check it. It is
Toss
locked.
the guidance out.
She'll attempt to lockpick it.
Yeah.
She fails, so she'll sit here and attempt again.
With the guidance.
With the guidance, yeah. So it takes
I
her a
don't know what
little
kind of
bit.
guidance I'm giving her, but
Takes a little bit, but she does get it eventually.
okay.
See, that's really awkward. I was gonna, seeing now how the door opens, I was gonna propose if the check fails, I would just like try and shoulder smash into it to open it. But it opens. It doesn't push in. It opens out apparently.
Yeah.
So that would have been awkward.
We just bounced off. So here you kind of find just a bunch of rags, cloths, and things like that where people were probably stored for temporary holding. You can search it if you want to. It's up to you.
No, I don't want to search it.
I'm gonna
Start heading back.
search under a couple, see if I find anything like any notes that people might have left behind for loved ones or anything.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
9 + 1.
You do find under one of the like beds and like a rock that there's like a diary. Like a book, but it's not like got any title or anything like that. It's just a leather-bound book.
All right, I flick through it just to see what's in it.
Seems like someone's personal diary, although in the latter pages they don't really have any ink, so it looks like they've like wrote it like kind of with whatever they could, like chalk or whatever from the cave. It's like all disjointed and materials and things like that, but it just says, yeah, we've been taken. We've been here for a couple of weeks now. A few of us disappear, or a handful of us disappear every single time he comes. It just goes off like that, and it just goes quiet.
All right, I toss it down onto the bed I got it from.
All right. That's pretty much everything you find in here. And it looks to connect back up with the cavern that you guys came down initially.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's say we start heading out.
Yep.
All right. And as you get towards the cave entrance, the sun hits you. The glare, the fresh air, the bitter cold morning of the next day. As snow has fallen during the night as well, so there's fresh snow on the ground that's kind of like blew into the entrance, crunches under your feet as you make your way down the mountain. But I think, since we got a missing character that we want for next episode, we're going to wrap up there. So Blood Buffy can join us next time in all the juicy RP as it goes forward, since she missed the epic combat. But I'm sure she's watching this VOD in the future. So hi, hello. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Sorry about the technical difficulties with the sound and stuff. Me and Tibby need to get back together, and we didn't realize the bots were broken until we tested it like an hour before the stream. So we'll get there and see what we can do in the future. But thanks for playing, guys. I hope you enjoyed the session.
Certainly did.
Maybe we'll do a slightly longer one if we can next time we stream, if people are down for that. We can go for like 4 or 5 hours to catch up, because the 26th, I believe it is, there won't be an episode because I'm away that weekend, so there'll be a little bit of a gap. So, but it's okay. It's all good.
Yeah, works for me.
It gives people time to catch up with the first 5 episodes, and I might try and do a breakdown thing. So if anyone's good with video editing or wants to take an extra responsibility, we could do like a quick breakdown of the first 5 episodes to see if we can do like a quick catch up for someone as well.
Can do that.
Really?
Somebody who, yeah. I'll hire him. It's good. I got it.
Oh my god!
I got you.
Hit me up with the details and work on it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
That sounds amazing. And it'll break down the first 5 episodes. But because this is episode 4, we still got an episode to play before then, so it's going to be great. And we'll see what happens as the plot thickens and they go forward. But again, I don't think we're going to do an after show either, because I think people want to jump off pretty early. So we're just going to running out. But thank you so much for watching, everyone in chat. I hope you had fun.
Yeah.
And thank you for attending, everyone. I'll see you all
Bye.
next time.
Yeah.
Bye. I'm just going to mute up and run the
Bye-bye.
thing, so I'll say bye officially if anyone stays in the chat afterwards. But yeah.
Ciao.
Bye.
Sure.